set the wheelchair to the side. She was there, I guess, for a time. I walked her all the way, you know, the airport, it was big already. I walked her all the way, I think she had parked in parking lot E. I walked her all the way to her car. Closed the door and everything. Got a number. I was like, wow, oh man, what am I going to do? What is this? Because I was going to church. I was like, what is this? I'm engaged, get married. She coming back. What is this? And I went to my pastor. And I said, Pastor, my old girl came back. I said, man, I don't know, man. Is this a sign? Is this telling me that I need to drop this and get with that? Because, man, he told me something. I'll never forget, and I'm going to share it with you, and I believe I do share it. He said, okay, say you cut what you got going on right now, and you get with her. Okay, who's to say that another lady is not going to come back into your life? Then what you going to do? You're going to cut her and get with her? He says, you got to be committed. I was like, you know how you have it, but you don't. That's why you got to seek out wise counsel. You got to seek out people with more wisdom than you. Like we had this conference, you got to come. You can't, sometimes you can't go to your homeboy. If I was my homeboy, and I said, yo, man, he said, dude, hit it. You ain't got to be with her. Guess what? That's what the foolish homeboys be saying. So you got to go to the men of God so they can give you some wisdom. And I remember calling her. I ain't call her from my house, but I called her from work. Hello? Listen, I talked to my pastor. You know how you, while you were scared, you know, I just put that thing away from me. I was scared. Just, I talked to my pastor, and my pastor said that he thinks that you're temptation. And she's like, okay, put her up. If she ain't get mad, she's like, yeah, I might be. I said, well, listen, I can't talk to you no more. I can't see you. I'm about to get married, so, you know, you just have a good life. Click! That's the day I became stronger than Superman. Come on, give God some praise. Woo! Let's get out of here and sit down. We ready to eat some more.
All right, let's give Pastor Shannon one round of applause. That word was definitely for me. I don't know about y'all. It was definitely for me, amen. All right, we're going to introduce our second speaker today, our very own elder, Robert Carter, Sr.
Yeah.
Amen. Our finance guru. He was born November 4th, 1956 at Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. He graduated from East Atlanta High School in Atlanta, Georgia in 1974. Enlisted in the U.S. Army in September of 1974, where he served 3 tours of duty in Germany with several stateside assignments. He met his wife, Master Sergeant Shirley A. Carter, in 1985 at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. They were married in 1986. They have 3 children and 10 grandchildren. Amen. He retired from the Army after 20 years of service in 1994 from Fort Benning, Georgia. In 1991, he received his associate's degree from Monterey Peninsula College in Monterey, California. In September 1994, he was appointed as Life, Health, Property, and Casualty License Agent in the states of Georgia, Ohio, Tennessee, California, South Carolina, and North Carolina. In March of 1995, he passed 3 financial industry regulatory authority exams. Series 6, which is investment company and variable license. Series 63, uniform securities agents license. Series 26, principal license, and appointed as an investment and variable license agent. He and his family have worked in the financial service industry for a whole 24 years. All right?
Yeah.
Elder Robert Carter is semi-retired, loves helping people with their finances, and testifying to others on what God has done in his life.
Amen.
So join me today as we welcome Elder Robert Carter Sr.
Good. Good. Everybody doing? Y'all excited? Yeah, we're trying to stand up real quick. Stand up real quick. I was in the Army, I learned that a man can only focus for as much time as his handy could stand, right? So I want you to look at your neighbor, and I want you to say to him, I'm alive! I'm awake! And I feel great! Amen. Sit down. Y'all got to see me. Hey, thank you, Pastor. I needed that a while ago. That was one of the reasons I joined the Army so fast, because I found out somebody was pregnant. Still don't know how she got pregnant to this day. I figured that out. I didn't have that class. But I want to thank the pastor, thank the bishop, and also Pastor Spence, and definitely the pastor for allowing me to be here. I asked the pastor what he wanted me to talk on. He said, pray about it and speak whatever's on your heart.
Yeah.
I said, man, okay. He took a chance with that one. But what I want to talk about is, I thought I want to talk about a lot of different things. I want to talk about fear. You know, why men fear, you know, being successful and doing the things that we have to do. And I thought about, let's talk about winning. You know, we gotta start winning, especially as black men. And again, as I look around, Ronnie, he did bring me to my tears when he got up here and rap, because I know where he came from. My son is here. I want to thank him for being here, because that's not normal for fathers and sons. I know there's some of you here to be in an environment like this with your son, because one of the reasons that we're in this situation that we're in financially and mentally is because of that bondage that has been broken, and not always due to our fault. Some of it's systematic. You know, we're going to talk about some of that. Definitely, before I get started, I want to give honor to God, because what He's done in my life, you know, coming from where we come from, privately of Atlanta, you know, and being able to come this far. Had a stroke 5 years ago. You know, you couldn't tell if you didn't know me. Hey, this is what God has done. I couldn't swallow for 10 days. The pastor told me I was fasting. But hey, ain't God great? Look what's going on now. So we're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about some money. I'm going to ask some questions. Because in this type of meeting, you know, I don't know a lot about everything, you know, but I do know a little about some things. And I want to just talk about a little bit about what I know about money and how we can break this bondage and get ahead. And then there are other men in this room that know a little bit about a lot of things. And I found out one of the reasons that we get into the situation that we get into as men, because we don't communicate. You know, we don't talk. And I'm finding out as I get older, I'm really missing communicating with young kids. And young kids don't communicate enough, I don't think. You know, as my business, we built our business on personal communication. sitting down with somebody, talking to somebody, but now everybody text. Everybody text. They won't even answer the phone if you don't text. So I think that that's really a problem, you know, and I think we really got to look at it. We got to start calling one another. We got to start talking live to one another, especially about what's going on with our money. Black men don't talk about money. Black families don't talk about money. Matter of fact, there was a time when we didn't talk about money at the kitchen table. They duped us into thinking that it was all right not talking about money. And then I think about it, I said, why don't we talk about money? Why don't we even talk about money even more in church? You know, sometimes I'd be talking to a given, I look up the pastor, he has to reel me back in. Because people get intimidated sometimes when you talk too much about money. And that is crazy to me. It really is. When we wake up in the morning, and that's what we think about, and then we spend 30, 40 years of our life. Think about this. If you get up at 6 and you go to work, and you don't come home till 6 in the evening, that's half your life. If you live to be 80, you'll spend 40 years of your life working for money, but we don't want to talk about it. Amen. That is absolutely insane to me. Amen. Might be all right. And I'm saying, we ain't talking about just getting wealth. We're just talking about having an understanding. Make sense? Yeah. Amen. You know, Proverbs 4, 5 through 7 says, get wisdom, understanding. Do not forget, nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her. She will preserve you. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and all you're getting, get some understanding. If we're going to go out there and get something called money, why not understand it? Why be afraid of it? Why not make it work? It's just a tool. You know, I'm talking a little about church. I still don't understand why I'm a kind of simple guy. It's really simple to me to give to my church. You know, I know somebody got to pay the light bill. You ain't got to tell me that. Somebody got to pay the light bill, the air conditioning bill. You know, that thing break down every summer, $400-$500, the van running. You know, somebody got, so it's really, you know, I don't need a class on tithing. Men? And men, and just to make it a little bit simpler, when we get our paycheck, you know, in other words, if you work, I know a lot of people make $20 an hour. You make $20 an hour, how much is that a day? That's like an 8-hour day. How much is that?
160 minus
160
taxes.
times 5 days.
You got to subtract taxes. So more like
What's
135.
160? You work 160 a day times 5 days. How much is that?
160 times 5.
If you make it 160 a day,
800.
800. Well, Uncle Sam gonna take 200.
There you go.
And we're not gonna even ask why. That's about 30%. In church, we just tithe and 10. And I don't know about you, but the last time I checked with Uncle Sam, he wouldn't really want to explain to me why he was taking it and what he was using it for. And I didn't even ask. But we come to church, I met guys in church, I'm not going to church no more because they talking about money over there, huh? You missing it. That's what we supposed to be talking about. You know, I tell you, we got one part down, we got the spiritual part down, we go to heaven. We pastor coming in here, man, we jump up and down, man. Ah! So the deacon comes and says, it's time to give. We got half of it down, but what about the other part? The word says we can live here just like we can live in heaven. And the Bible talks a lot about money. You know, we just got to, you know, it says money is the root of all evil, but it also says that money answers all things. Man, I got that. I said, that's going to start with a capital letter and end with a period. Huh? What? You got, you know, in context, it ain't, money is not everything, but it answers everything. Y'all with me? So we got to talk about that. Can you put that, oh, here you already put it up. The wealth chart. Check this out now. This is something that really, really bothers me. When I was growing up in East Lake Meadows over in East Atlanta, you know, Perry Home, East Lake Meadows, just think about all the projects that Thomasville Heights it was engulfed with a brick wall. Why were all of those projects in a hole? I wondered that when I was 15. Why is it so hard for us to get out of this hole? And I wondered why. And the results of all of that, which is not entirely our fault, part of our fault, this is what has happened. When you start talking about wealth, you got to look at even your own personal wealth. Write this down. Write down net worth. Net worth. What is net worth? This is net worth. This is the definition of net worth. You take everything that you own, you know, that you got value in. You got equity in your house, you own a car, if you got stock, if you got savings accounts, retirement accounts. You take all of that, you put it on this side. Then you take all your debt, the mortgage on your house, you know, your house note, your credit cards and all that. And you minus that from your assets, that's your net worth. Okay? So that's your net worth. So today, well, when this was done, I think this was done in beginning of 2017, the average white family has $141,000 of net worth. That's if they sell everything, pay off all they get. They got $150,000 left. Hispanics, you know, we used to lead the Hispanics in this department. 13,000. Blacks, 11,000. Why? Why? And I want some help too, you know. We got another microphone up here. But y'all can help me out, but why? Does anybody have any idea why is that? I tell people all the time, I kind of look at this, because I love sports, played basketball for 40 years, and I don't care what game you're playing, 114 to 11, 141 to 11, you get your ass kicked. Royally. Amen? Anybody like that score?
No.
Come on, help me out. You like getting beat? Any ball players in here? You like getting beat? I'm talking about being dominated. Not just beat, we're being dominated. And I'm going to tell you what bothers me more than anything else. This is a war. We're in a battle for survival of the black man. We're in a war. And what bothers me is that a lot of us walk around like we don't even know the war is going on. And getting slaughtered. Not only are we losing, our families are losing. So why? I'm going to share this article with you. It's called The Racial Wealth Gap. And I want some questions and maybe some comments too. And Deacon Calhoun has the mic. If you got a question or comment, raise your hand. I don't mind opening it up real quick. This is what it says. Okay. Net worth is probably the most important measure of overall financial health. Here are some statistics. According to the New York Times, for every $100 that a white family's wealth, blacks have $5.
I got 10 minutes. I gotta go.
Something's wrong. And something's wrong, and we don't even know what's wrong. A lot of us, some of us do. And I don't want to be preaching y'all. I want y'all to help me out. The Economic Policy Institute found that more than 1 in 4 black households have a 0 or negative net worth compared to less than 1 in 10 white families. The Institute for Policy Studies report the road to zero wealth. Check this out. It showed that between 1983 and 2013, the wealth of the median black hole declined by 75%. We're declining. Now this is the scary one. What it's saying is that by the year 2053, the average black household's net worth will be 0.
Wow.
How did it happen? Everybody know how it happened? Everybody got an idea? A lot of it was through what we call systematic racism.
Racism.
You know that all white people are not racist. Even back, the government was more racist than most white people. They're the ones that put us in this situation. White people used to live in projects too. Techwood was all white at one time. West End was all white at one time. But they put them in nicer projects with nicer schools, no overcrowding. And if a black tried to move in and figured out a way to move in, they moved the white people. They gave them mortgages. The government, HUD, gave them mortgages to buy homes in the suburbs and moved out and wouldn't give a black man a mortgage. Even a veteran that thought of some of our wealth has been robbed by the government. Think about this. Your granddad fought in World War II, came home, was authorized to purchase a home with a VA loan that they wouldn't give him. But every white man was able to get a home in the suburbs. And the veteran, our veteran, had to move in to the slums, overcrowded, because they couldn't get out. We didn't want to get out. Nobody would give us a loan. And so that started increasing their wealth. And then we figured out a way to get out there. The white people didn't just go running and run away from us. They went in behind us and told the white people, black people are moving in. Guess what's going to happen? These are the real estate people. Guess what's going to happen? You know, the value of your house is going to go down. You're going to lose everything. They're going to take it. And so the white people started moving out. And when we started moving in, they gave us subprime mortgages that we couldn't even keep. And did the same thing again in 2007, 2008. Amen? How did it happen? See, we're in a war. We got to know how it happened, what happened, when it happened, then we got to fight back. Can't give up, y'all. Can't quit. I got grandkids. My grandkids' wealth net worth, Bishop, is not going to be zero in 2053. I don't know about yours.
Amen.
See, we in this room can change that starting today. It's a start. So how do we change that? We talk about the criminal justice system.
It needs to be changed.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, the only way you can change that is to vote. I'm telling you, I don't know about too many people don't vote. I'm talking, it's burning me up that we don't vote. Trump, boy, he talking all this stuff. He just waving this smoke screen. We talking about all this other crap he's doing. He's just a smoke screen. And then behind the scenes, they're appointing judges. That don't have our best interest. Because we don't appoint our own judges. We got to appoint people that's got our interest. Then they won't make those laws. Am I making sense here? They can't make those laws if we in there. But if we don't vote, I tell people all that if there is something worth dying for or paying money for, it's worth having. And that's your right to vote. People die. It's crazy. People die for the right to vote. And you just, man, I don't think that's important. My little one vote don't count. Come on now. They want us to think like that your one vote don't count. Okay? We got to fix our family structure through voting, through keeping our men in the house. The pastor just talked about something I just told I wish I'd have had that when I was a teenager. But we got to keep our men in the house. Which means men, as I talk to old, especially baby boomers, and that's why we got this panel, we got to hear from the young men, because I'm confused as we talk about this, and a lot of the baby boomer generation, even the generation below us, which generation is that? Like the pastor generation? Which is it?
X. Generation
the
X.
rap generation, right?
Generation X.
They started. But anyway, you know what? I've been talking to people, I've been asking this question. I asked Marcus this question, Deacon Calhoun this question. I said, what's the problem? And what do we do about it? I can tell people what the problem. And you know what most men are saying? Black men don't want to work. They don't want to work. I'm like, what? Huh? It ain't true. It's not true. You're absolutely right. But why are we saying that?
Because we're accepting the narrative of the white racism
Keep going.
and a lot of, not a lot, but a few. And what we need to stop doing is accepting
Right.
what we as black men need to stop doing is accepting the narratives of the white racist America. Majority of our black men do work. We've been working from day one. They were brought over here on the slave ship.
That's right.
We're not afraid to work.
That's right.
Now, how we go about planning and monopolizing our potential of rising above, which we also rise every time an obstacle is put before us. But we got to have a mindset that we will overcome whatever they throw at us. But we got to stop asking them for things and start doing for ourselves.
Okay. Amen. Amen. Anybody else got a comment on that? You just got somebody in the back. But you're absolutely right. We got to come together and start doing things for ourselves. And as we look around, especially economically at doing things for ourselves, we cannot be afraid of the white dollar. And ain't no such thing as a white dollar, is it? We all agree. But just like they market to us in our communities, we can do the same thing. We just got to believe we're better than they are. We know we are. Yes, go ahead.
I want to piggyback on what my brother said, and what you were just talking about. I believe that what happens in our community is not that we don't want to work, is that we've been taught to do the wrong type of work. They don't teach us to do work that's going to produce wealth. They teach us to do work for them. So they don't put us in an ownership position, and we don't seek an ownership position. We're comfortable with what's given to us. And so we got to take a different mindset and say, okay, if I see an opportunity where I can own something, it doesn't matter how I feel about what I'm doing. I just need to own it. That's how they think. I need to own that and be able to produce a residual income and teach that. So we got to look at the opportunities that are given to us and try to find a better way for us to get ahead.
Amen.
Well, part of that I see is, first of all, we have to respect each other as men. Because if I'm wealthy, why am I not bringing somebody else up with me? You know, I forget where I come from. Now I got all this money, but then I was down in the gutter. Now I got all this money, I forget where I came from. And I'm not bringing nobody else up. I'm not showing nobody else. Hey, you can do it too. So that's part of it too.
Yeah. Well, and that goes back to 1 Timothy 6:17. It says, I command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Amen. Those are people that have put their hope in wealth. We can have wealth, but if we put it in wealth first, it won't work for us. God will provide this.
Amen. Yeah, I just want to say that,